What's going on, you guys? Happy Saturn Day. Happy Saturn Day. So, quick channel message that I wanted to share with you guys. Kind of like 10 minutes post message receiving the download. I was quick story time into the message and where it came from. So, I was downstairs, right? I didn't feel like making tea today, so I decided not to. I decided to not push myself in that direction if I wasn't guided to. So I decided I wanted some iced coffee instead. So got my Hello Gorgeous cup and, made my iced coffee, right? And, I'd been in my head not paying attention to the time basically because I was, really being diligent this rising about my thoughts and what I wanted to think, how I wanted to feel, being really intentional about where I let my thoughts go and the ones that I allow in, the ones I absorb, and how I respond to them, how I allow them to make me feel, all those things, right? And I happened to notice as I was leaving the kitchen, about to go upstairs to go to my room, I happened to look at the time and it was 11:12, right? And I was like, oh, I just missed it. I just missed the 11:11, but I was saying, but in my mind, I was like, well, at least I know that when it was 11:11, at least I was thinking positive, aligned thoughts and intentions, right? And so, proceeded to go upstairs and sat down at my desk and decided, I want to read. I haven't read in a few days, so I'm gonna, read, my book and do some highlighting, things like that, while I sit here and drink my iced coffee and, kind of like setting the vibe, got my candle going, things like that, got some music playing, and I happened to unlock my phone, right, because I wanted to set a timer for, how long I wanted to read, and it was 11:11. So that meant that the clock that was downstairs that I saw on my way upstairs was fast. So, message Spirit wanted to give you, collective. For those of you that feel like you're running out of time, sometimes, when you feel like you're late, when you feel like you missed it, right? You missed the boat, so to speak. You missed the opportunity. It's a divine reminder that you're exactly where you need to be. You just are. Even if you feel like you actually did miss something, like say you missed your flight, you wasn't supposed to be on that one. You have to, I feel like it's just an important reminder to understand that sometimes delays are just divine detours, meaning that it was higher source's way, right? Your higher guidance's way of divinely aligning you out of the way of something. It was ultimately saving you from something, right? Whether it was an accident, whether it was a crash, whether it was an interaction that would fuck up your whole day, like no matter what it was, right? Sometimes that's really what it is. The delay, or what you think you missed out on, is really being actually on time. So, I say that too because I'm one of those who at one point in life would stress so much, like, right? Explains why my hair is so thin now, where it doesn't have to be. It just made me so emotional. When I would stress about missing out, being late, not being where I should be, right? I just find so much gratitude every time I'm reminded that I'm exactly where I need to be, right? The people that I think I want in my life that aren't, haven't appeared yet, that I haven't yet aligned to, it's a divine reminder that they're exactly where they need to be, and they'll be in my experience exactly when they need to be. So I don't need it. So the more that I've just, noticed that I'm, sharing with you my observation that when I don't stress, when I allow myself to just be like, I'm exactly where I need to be, when I allow myself to actually accept that, embody that, right? And it's a practice. Anything you ever got good at took practice, right? So for me, practicing that mindfulness of knowing that I'm exactly where I need to be, declaring it, saying it, every time you say anything, your body experiences it at least 4 different ways. So, knowing that when I speak things out loud, I better mean it, and I better know what the fuck I want. I better be, have it on point what I'm saying, because it's just facts, right? your body does experience the things you speak out of your mouth at least 4 different ways. So knowing that means that it's very impactful. And so, you know, I just love and value and find so much gratitude every time it happens that way. Every time I allow myself to acknowledge and notice and observe when, you know, I'm where I need to be, that I'm on time, that I'm not late for any fucking thing. And so I can stop worrying about being late or missing out, because the more I stress about that, it puts me in overthinking, overanalysis paralysis, and then nothing happens. Nothing gets done. I go nowhere. I don't want to talk to people, right? I don't want to show up in certain ways. I don't want to go to certain places, or, you know, I don't allow certain inspirations to lead me or guide me somewhere to where I will have a certain interaction or be presented a certain opportunity. It's just so much that gets closed off, you know, when we stress about being late somewhere or not, or missing out, the fear of missing out, right? And that was another reminder, you know, when I feel like, you know, as much as I be trying not to worry about certain things and certain experiences, that I'm like, bruh, I'm running out of time here. Like, we need to make a move, spirit. What's going on? What are we doing? You know, type of thing. It's just reminding me that I'm exactly where I need to be in every moment, and you are as well, if you choose to believe that. It depends on the lens and perspective you choose to look at your situation from. And for me, this has continuously and continues to work for me, is by choosing to know that I'm exactly where I need to be at any given point in time. And it's only my thoughts and awareness that are gonna make me feel otherwise, period. It doesn't have to be like that. It's a choice. It's a decision. Because once you decide, all the choices that you have and options that you had to choose from all fall away. So for me, deciding that I'm exactly where I fucking need to be, and I allow the universe to continue to show me that, to continue to observe that I'm exactly where I need to be, and the reminders and the little synchronicities, the little bitty signs in the everyday moments that let me know, like, see, you're exactly where you need to be. Yep, see, you were on time, you're right, you were about to read your book, you're exactly where you needed to be. You're right on time. So you don't need to stress about, you know, what you're missing out on, and, you know, any of that. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. So anyway, now I'm gonna read, now that I got this message off my chest, because I was being obedient. I feel complete. So have yourself a wonderful, wonderful, divine Saturn day on purpose. As divinely as aligned as you possibly can be. And know that even when you feel out of alignment, to me, in my eyes, you're still in alignment, because that is a key indicator to let you know that you can improve, you can shift to something better feeling. That where you currently are that doesn't feel good, it's a choice. Pain is inevitable, suffering is a choice. So if it doesn't feel good, don't fucking do it. Decide that you don't have to. Decide there's something, a better choice to feel. There's a better decision to make, and then make it. And trust me, as I'm telling you and saying it in this video, it's reminding me. It's my divine reminder to myself to take my own fucking advice. So, yeah. Anyway, have a good day. Have a great day. Have a mindful and aware day on purpose. I love you to life. Howdy.